Here's your wrestling news for October 2nd, 2025. Your headlines for today include CM Punk's current status for WWE Crown Jewel 2025. WWE just dropped a major hint about the Vision's next chapter. Andrade is back, officially signs with AEW and attacks Kenny Omega on Dynamite. Another concussion rocks WWE, shocking details revealed. Tickets for John Cena's final match come with absolutely insane price tags. The Rock confirms legitimate concussion, breaks silence on steroid use. The truth behind Ash by Elegance TNA exit, legit or storyline. Internal reaction to Mustafa Ali's WWE NXT promo revealed, and more. A couple of weeks ago, WWE released the official poster for Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia, and notably, CM Punk was nowhere to be seen. At that point, speculation ran wild about when the best in the world would finally step back into the spotlight after tearing it up at WrestlePalooza in September. Now, new promotional material has shifted the conversation. Ringside News has obtained an updated Crown Jewel banner that prominently features Punk alongside some of WWE's biggest names, including John Cena, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Tiffany Stratton, Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre. While no official match has been confirmed, Punk's placement on the promotional banner all but guarantees he'll be a part of the card. Adding to the buzz, WWE has already confirmed that Punk will return to television on the October 6th edition of Monday Night Raw. That appearance is expected to kickstart his road to Crown Jewel and answer the burning question of what's next. For now, fans are split. Some are expecting a continuation of his heated storyline with Seth Rollins, while others believe WWE might throw a curveball with a fresh opponent or even a blockbuster tag team showdown. What would you like to see CM Punk do at Crown Jewel? Should he headline in a singles match or involve in a high-profile tag team battle? Drop your predictions in the comments below. WWE may have just tipped off fans to the next big chapter in the Vision saga, and it could spell bad news for Seth Rollins. For weeks now on Raw, subtle signs have been pointing to cracks within the faction. Rollins hasn't seemed fully invested in his own group, and this week's show took that tension to another level. In a backstage segment, Rollins was seen deep in conversation with Paul Heyman while once again brushing past Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker before their scheduled match against the Usos. The camera even caught Breaker glaring at Rollins on his way to the ring, a look that spoke louder than words. According to Fightful, WWE has been quietly laying the groundwork for a major twist inside the Vision. The report notes that Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are being positioned to eventually break away from Seth Rollins, and the way recent episodes of Raw have been played out suggests that moment may be coming sooner rather than later. The subtle tension has been building for weeks, and all signs point to the Bronze eventually turning on Rollins, and when the betrayal does happen, it would almost certainly force the World Heavyweight Champion back into a babyface role. But the bigger question here is where Paul Heyman fits into this. With his history of siding with Brock Lesnar, many are wondering if the breakaway stars could also align with both Heyman and the Beast. That potential alliance would give WWE a massive storyline shift heading into the next phase of Rollins' run. Of course, as always, WWE Creative can change direction at any time, but right now the seeds of betrayal are clear to anyone paying close attention. Did you notice these hints on Raw? And if the Vision does turn on Seth Rollins, should he once again step into a babyface role or remain a heel? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. AEW Dynamite's October 1st anniversary show in Florida kicked off with a shocking twist that had the crowd on its feet. In the opening match, Kenny Omega and Brodito picked up a big victory over the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander. But the celebration didn't last long. Chaos exploded immediately after the bell. The Bucks blindsided Omega, unleashing a brutal beatdown until Jack Perry and Luchasaurus stormed the ring. The human dinosaur swung momentum back in Omega's favor, cleaning house with Perry at his side. But the save didn't turn into friendship. Instead, Omega got into a heated exchange with Perry, leading to shoves and sharp words in the middle of the ring. That's when the arena went dark. Seconds later, the lights snapped back on, and Andrade was standing in the ring. In a stunning moment, Andrade floored Omega and officially aligned himself with the Don Callis family, making his AEW arrival loud and clear. This was Andrade's first major move since parting ways with WWE, and it came with no restrictions. According to Fightful Select, he had no non-compete clause after being released earlier this summer, which allowed him to step right back into action. Reports confirmed he signed a 2-year deal with AEW. Just last month, Andrade confirmed publicly that he was no longer under contract with WWE. The company never made a formal announcement, but multiple outlets reported he had been quietly pulled from programming weeks earlier. Sports Illustrated's The Takedown even noted he was escorted out of a WWE taping over a backstage issue tied to an alleged unacknowledged suspension. Was Andrade joining the Don Callis family the right move for his AEW debut, or should he have returned as a solo star to make his own statement? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Back on WWE Raw this week, fans witnessed a hard-hitting clash between Kofi Kingston and LA Knight that turned into more than just a showcase of in-ring chemistry. It was a rare singles outing for Kingston, which made the match feel unique from the start, but midway through, things got concerning. As Kingston lay flat on the mat, Knight attempted to leap over him, only for his knee to connect flush with the side of Kofi's face. The impact was immediate. Kingston stumbled down toward the barricade and looked visibly shaken. Despite the scare, the contest continued. Within the next 90 seconds, Kingston attempted Trouble in Paradise but missed the mark. That left the door open for Knight, who capitalized with a sudden BFT to steal the win. Naturally, there was concern for Kingston's condition after the bell. However, Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer provided some encouraging news the following morning. According to Alvarez, Kingston is not listed on WWE's internal injured list, though he is currently undergoing concussion protocol as a precaution. While the knee shot caught him hard, reports say he's ultimately fine. The incident has already sparked speculation about how WWE might handle it moving forward. The New Day has a history of turning real-life mishaps into storylines, like when Xavier Woods once wore a neck brace while campaigning to ban the Mexican Destroyer. With that precedent in mind, some fans are wondering if Kingston could resurface on Raw next week with bandages or comedic overselling, transforming a scary moment into another classic New Day segment. John Cena's farewell match is already being positioned as one of the most expensive WWE events of all time, and if you want a front row seat, it's gonna cost you big. WWE and On Location have rolled out the official ticket packages for Cena's final bout, scheduled for Saturday night's main event on December 13th in Washington, D.C. The show is being promoted as the culmination of Cena's two-decade career, and the pricing makes it clear WWE intends to turn this into a blockbuster send-off. At the top of the list is the WWE Champion Package, which doesn't just offer ringside seating, but also a personal photo opportunity with Cena, a Cena-themed exclusive gift, and access to take photos at ringside. Fans who purchase this package will also get premium seats to Undertaker Live the night before, adding another layer of star power to the weekend. But here's where jaws drop. Front row seats on the TV side, row A, are priced at an eye-popping $11,500 per ticket. Just one row back, row B on the ramp side goes for $9,500, while row E is set at $6,500. For fans who don't want to break the bank, standard seats range from $250 to $3,000, still a hefty price tag, but far more attainable than the premium tiers. If nothing else, these numbers show WWE understands exactly how much nostalgia is worth. Cena's farewell isn't just a wrestling event, it's being marketed as a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle, and WWE knows fans will pay top dollar to be a part of history. Would you spend that kind of money to witness John Cena's final match live, or are these prices simply too much? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson went all in to make sure the Smashing Machine would do justice to the legacy of UFC icon Mark Kerr, but that dedication came at a price. The Hollywood megastar revealed he suffered a legitimate concussion while filming. Speaking with Jimmy Fallon, The Rock explained that director Benny Safdie pushed for absolute authenticity, refusing to rely on stunt doubles. That meant Johnson had to put himself through the real grind. To prepare, he added 30 pounds of muscle and went through a 3-month training camp with MMA fighters and coaches to fully embody Kerr's fighting style. One of the film's most demanding scenes recreated Kerr's fight in Japan against Kazuki Fujita, where Kerr was pummeled while down on all fours in front of 30,000 fans. Safdie wanted it shot exactly as it happened without any Hollywood trickery. The Rock admitted he told his opponent to hit him for real. At first, the fighter refused out of respect, but eventually Safdie convinced him. So I told the fighter I was working with, "Hey brother, I know it sounds crazy, but you gotta hit me. You have to hit me." And he was a Japanese fighter, very respectful. He said, "No, I will not hit you." He refused. Finally, I said, "Please, we have one shot at this. You must hit me." Benny came over and said, "You must hit him. I know you respect DJ, but you respect the real fight with Mark Kerr in Japan. Keep our integrity and wail away." So in the movie, you'll see him rocking me over and over. After that fight, you see me looking loopy? That's because I had a concussion. But that's the thing. If you're going to make an MMA movie, you've got to go all the way. And that's what we did. You've got to play the part. The Rock's commitment clearly paid off. Early reviews for The Smashing Machine, which hits theaters October 3rd, are full of praise. Still, the story proves just how far he was willing to push himself in order to authentically honor Kerr's MMA career. But this isn't the only extreme physical transformation Johnson has taken on. In another Benny Safdie project, Lizard Music, Johnson plays a 70-something character known as the Chicken Man. For that role, he lost around 60 pounds, an almost unrecognizable change that shocked fans when he appeared at the Venice Film Festival. That dramatic weight loss led to speculation online, with fitness influencer Alex Diago even claiming The Rock's transformation was due to coming off steroids. Johnson quickly fired back, writing on Diago's post, "This is 100% not true." And while his Hollywood career continues to thrive, the final boss hasn't forgotten about where he came from. In a recent interview with Sports Illustrated, The Rock spoke about opponents he loved wrestling the most. His top picks weren't just based on star power, but on athlete pedigree. Johnson named Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, and Booker T as his most rewarding rivals, praising each man's unique skill set and the credibility they brought into the ring. For The Rock, it was that blend of physical challenge and storytelling that made those matches unforgettable. Do you think The Rock went too far by taking real strikes for authenticity in The Smashing Machine? And of all his rivals, Angle, Lesnar, Booker T, or others, which one gave you your favorite Rock match? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Ash by Elegance broke the hearts of TNA fans at Victory Road last Friday when she announced that she's stepping away from in-ring competition and relinquishing the Knockouts Championship. Her emotional farewell stunned the crowd and immediately fueled speculation online, but according to Tommy Dreamer, this is no storyline. Speaking on Busted Open Radio, Dreamer, who works behind the scenes in TNA creative and talent relations, made it clear Ash's injury is legitimate. She is no longer physically able to compete per her statement, and that's it. There's HIPAA laws involved and stuff like that. People shouldn't speculate. He added that this isn't some elaborate work, pointing out that champions don't hand over their belts unless the situation is very real. If it's a work, you're not going to hand in your title. Like the Seth Rollins things. People were speculating, but with Ash, unfortunately, like I said, things changed because she had stepped down and it's... Dreamer also revealed how big the plans for Ash had been before her sudden exit. She was scheduled for a high-profile title defense at Bound for Glory against Indy Hartwell, with creative mapping out a major storyline run for her. It sucked for her because it was like she just hit the high of highs with her career and it was off to the races. I mean, it was going to be the winner of her match faced Indy Hartwell to defend the title at Bound for Glory, and everything had to change. Card subject to change is a real thing. While the setback is painful for both Ash and TNA, Dreamer praised new Knockouts champion Kalani Jordan for stepping up in her place. Jordan's rise brings fresh intrigue to the division, but it doesn't soften the blow of losing a star who had finally hit her stride after years of fighting her way back from WWE to rebuild her career. Ash by Elegance's exit feels like a full circle moment, walking away at her peak just as she cemented herself as one of TNA's brightest stars. Do you think Ash by Elegance's absence will reshape the Knockouts division for the long haul? And who should carry the torch in this new era? Share your thoughts below. After 749 days away, Mustafa Ali finally resurfaced, and he wasted no time going straight after Ethan Page to demand a North American Championship match that he was promised but never received. The way he delivered that message didn't just hit the fans, it made waves backstage too. Ali reminded everyone that before his WWE release, he had rightfully earned a shot at the NXT North American title, but instead of framing it as a complaint, Ali made it clear he wasn't there to beg. He said he would play the game and get what he deserved. Backstage, the promo was viewed as a home run. Both NXT and TNA insiders praised Ali's delivery and presence, with Shawn Michaels among those voicing strong support. Reports note that Michaels had been against Ali's release at the time and even had creative plans lined up for him to capture the North American title. Ali had prepared custom gear for the run that never materialized, making his return now feel like a chance to finally finish the story. But here's the real question, will WWE allow a TNA star like Mustafa Ali to walk away with the North American Championship? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Back in late June, it was reported that Otis underwent arthroscopic elbow surgery, a procedure that kept him sidelined for nearly 40 days as he recovered. Now it looks like the Alpha Academy powerhouse is gearing up for a comeback. According to Mike Johnson, a PW insider, Otis was spotted at the WWE Performance Center on September 30th, actively training for his return to television. Fans last saw Otis compete at Triple Mania 33 in August, where he entered the Bardall Cup Battle Royal. That appearance itself was notable as it marked his first in-ring outing since May 5, 2025, when he went one-on-one with Rusev. Following that, Otis once again disappeared from WWE programming, though he did wrestle in a dark match on the September 8th edition of WWE Main Event. With his recovery behind him, the question now shifts to when WWE will officially bring Otis back to television and whether he'll rejoin Alpha Academy right away. His absence has certainly been felt, and fans are eager to see the big man return to the mix. Do you think WWE should give Otis a major push once he's back on TV, or will he simply fall back into a supporting role with Alpha Academy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Hello Slatrock subscribers, I'd like to provide a quick update. For today only, we're switching things up. Instead of our regular wrestling news, we'll be dropping a special Top 20 listicle video at 5:30 PM Eastern. Wrestling news will be back tomorrow as usual, but tonight, it's all about the countdown. Don't miss it, make sure you set your reminder.